Hello, and today's Ask Me Anything podcast, we're going to cover how burnt out carers can restore their energy with diet, gentle movement, and acupressure. Some months ago, the question that landed in my podcast inbox carried a whole weight of life inside it. Not just a symptom, but the weight of caring, the long nights, the quiet strength that it takes to keep going when your own body is asking for help too. So today's question really touched me deeply because it speaks to that place where exhaustion and love live side by side. I live with Davy, who has Parkinson's. I don't consider myself his carer because at the moment we care for each other. But in every relationship, you need to take care of your own needs and your own self. If you have nothing to give, you are giving from an empty cup. So today's question really struck a chord with me, and it might for you too. How can we fill our own cup? So the listener writes, I have a fused spine, cervicogenic headaches, neuropathy, and mind cauda equina syndrome and PTSD. But I'm living with my 91-year-old dad who has inoperable gallstones, vascular dementia, and now his prostate cancer has spread. So I'm looking for dietary advice for us both and exercise primarily for me, but for him too. Please help a burnt out carer. So first of all, if you're listening today, I want to acknowledge you caring for someone you love when your own body is already under pressure takes enormous heart. And in Chinese medicine, we do say that energy must flow through the body the way that water flows through a river system. And when life becomes overwhelming or you're in a state of fear from post-trauma, the flow can slow down. Muscles become tight, the head becomes full and heavy, and sleep can become broken. Over time, we become depleted because there's no giving and receiving. There's only this stuck stagnation of give, give, give. And this is especially relevant in the kind of conditions you describe: fused spine, headaches that come from the neck, the nerve sensitivity, and the trauma in the nervous system. All of these tell me that the body has been holding on for a lot for a long time. And when we hold on to too much tension, the liver system in Chinese medicine tightens and the flow of energy is difficult through the muscles and the tendons. The liver is responsible for the smooth flow of energy, emotions, and blood. At the same time, long-term caregiving drains the deeper reserves we call kidney energy, which is the body's battery for resilience, bones, nerves, and endurance. So the goal isn't to fix everything. That's far too much pressure. The goal is to help energy move a little bit more freely each day and to gently refill the reserves that have become drained. So let me share with you one simple touch point that you can use every day that supports movement and relieves the feeling of stiffness in the body. And there's a point called gallbladder 34, and it sits out on the outside of your lower leg, just below the knee on the head of the fibula. If you run your hand down the outside of your thigh and just stop at the head of the knobbly bone, slide off and find the depression there. It can often be a little bit tender when you press it. And remember, I'm not pressing a button. I'm connecting with my own energy. So I found the top of the fibula. I'm sliding down and I'm pressing into there. You can use your thumb or you can use your fingers. But what you're doing is you're looking for connection. So press into the point. Inhale. Connect, breathe, and let go. It shouldn't be a sharp pain. It's a deep therapeutic sensation. Breathe slowly while you hold the point for about 1 or 2 minutes on each side. In Chinese medicine, this point is known as helping the tendons soften and restoring movement through the body. It's a Hei Si point, so that it really helps the energy deep inside the body. Many people notice their legs and hips feel freer afterwards. And consistency is more important than strength. A minute once a day helps better than pressing hard once a week. I like to pair it with a daily habit. So, pressing this point maybe while you boil the kettle waiting for a cup of tea, or press this point when you turn the TV on and you're just waiting for it to load or looking for a program. Find a time of day where it suits you to press this. So, press, hold, and massage. And really, that connection also with yourself, nourishing yourself, taking time for yourself is really important. So, if you use the acupressure points to do that, to form a connection and a deep love with yourself, because remember, it all starts at home. So that's gallbladder 34. Really great also. We use it, myself and Davey, with Parkinson's because it's really good for bringing blood to the tendons, the sinews, really circulating the blood and the chi. We want to get it moving. We don't want it to be sluggish and stagnated. Now, let's talk about food because both you and your father need nourishment that is easy to digest and supportive of the energy. So, one of the simplest foods I recommend in situations like this is bone broth. In Chinese medicine, we associate the bones and the nervous system with the kidney energetic system. Bone broth is deeply nourishing for that layer of the body. It provides minerals and amino acids that support the joints, the nerves, the immune system, and helps us reproduce cells at a cellular level, helps the body reproduce. Remember, when we go through situations of stress, this actually affects the telomeres, which are the ends of our DNA. They can begin to unravel when we go through extreme stress. So this bone broth in Chinese medicine is to support the Jing, that ancestral DNA energy. The simplest way to make this is to simmer beef marrow bones. Make sure you get them from a very good butcher and that they are organic and they have been killed well. And put them in a large pot of water with some slices of ginger and a splash of apple cider vinegar and let it simmer. So bring it to the boil and let it simmer for at least 10 hours. Strain it. You can keep it in the fridge. It will get a fat cap. And you can have 1 small cup of bone broth every day. You can use it in soups. You can use it in stews. It's really a fantastic, nourishing recipe for both you and your father. It supports the nerves and the spine. And for your father, it can provide easy nourishment that the body can absorb without much digestive effort. Like you're not going to give him a salad, as much as health giving that is, at this time of life, it won't suit him. Sip the warm drink or use it as a base for soups and with vegetables. Warm, simple food is key here. When the body is under stress, it does not want complicated meals. It wants warmth, minerals, and fluids. And now we move to the movement, the Qigong movement. But with a fused spine and nerve sensitivity, we keep movement gentle and rhythmic. One of my favorite practices for this situation is the simple arm pendulum swinging, sometimes called Peng Shui in Qigong. So you stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, you let your knees soften slightly and allow your arms to hang loosely by your sides. And we begin a gentle swing. So we start with the lower belly. As we inhale, that raises and opens up the arms, and then we drop them down like pendulums. Let the shoulders stay soft. And let the movement come from the belly rather than forcing it with the arms. Your breath stays natural and easy. Make sure the movement is coming from the lower belly. It would be a mistake to let your arms lead. At the beginning, synchronize the movement with the breath. Once you've found your rhythm, let the breath flow naturally. It doesn't have to fit with the movement exactly. These 3 exercises with the food, the Qigong, and the acupressure really help the whole body. So make this movement work for you. Keep the jaw relaxed. Feel the tongue soften. Let the shoulders feel heavy and loose. And keep the knees soft so that the whole body moves together like a team. Now start for just 2 or 3 minutes. That is enough. Gradually you might increase it to 5 minutes if your body enjoys it. And remember, you can also do this sitting on a stool. Many people often notice that their hands become warmer, their neck loosens slightly, and their mind becomes calmer. That is the sign that the energy is circulating again. Across the week, you could try this simple rhythm. Each morning, press gallbladder 34 for a minute or two on each side. Most days, have a small cup of warm bone broth. You can even add some miso to this. You can have a look at my last podcast where I talk about miso soup. Spend 2 to 5 minutes letting the arms swing and the body loosen. These small daily actions tell the nervous system it is safe to soften. They help circulation reach the muscles, the nerves, and the brain. And just as important, please remember that carers, you need care too. You cannot fill from an empty cup. Even 5 quiet minutes with a warm drink can reset the nervous system more than we realize. If symptoms worsen, if they spread, if night waking becomes severe, or if anything changes with the medication, do check in with your GP. These practices are to support the body, complementary to medical care. And if you're caring with someone while trying to support your own health, you are very welcome inside our Chi Flow with Joe community. Each month we practice gentle movement, breath and acupressure together. You can try it for 3 months and afterwards the membership is half price. So that means it's only €20 a month if you decide that it supports you. And that's over 20 live classes. I'm live with you every morning. But just for now, begin with the small steps. 1 point, 1 warm cup, and 1 gentle movement. Healing begins the moment the body feels loved. May you be happy, may you be safe, and may you be well. If you have a question, just visit the Ask Me Anything podcast and you can pop your question in the button there that says, Ask Me a Question.